In this video, I will show you how to create question 4c. Right, so I'll be creating this portion first. We'll start with 2D sketch, XZ plane, circle, radius of about 20. Next, I will need to draw a line that is tangent to. Right, draw a line. Click and hold down on the circle. You notice it changed to a tangent symbol. Next, just click in to the line. Same thing for the other side. Click on the circle element, hold it down, and then release on the other end of the straight horizontal line or the vertical line. Next, we'll go on to create the circle. Okay, circle command. This one is diameter 48, so I right click, change to diameter 48. Okay, so the distance between the two centers 165. Let me get this right down first. 165. Diameter, change this to radius of 20. Okay, so let me delete radius first. Okay, right click, okay, change to radius type 20. The distance from the edge here is 32. Here to here is 32. Okay, there's a flat land here that is about there's a flat here that is 42 from the center. So just create something like this. Right, followed by the last one would be line tangent to here. Okay, doesn't matter, just click anywhere on the line first. Later on I will use the tangent constraint. Okay, so now I'll be creating a line from here to here, make sure it's horizontal. Okay, the points, center point, make sure it's horizontal with one another. Okay, next, symmetry between these two lines to the center line. Dimension this to be 64. Need these to be equal. I think it is ready. I think what is lacking is probably a constraint to make it straight. Okay, it already has. So now I need to, oh, it's the size that I forgot to put in. This one to here is 42. Okay, and lastly, this must be a tangent. Alright, so you get more or less get all the shapes as required to do your extrusion. So the first step now is to extrude. I can extrude the base first, then followed by the front part. Okay, so the thing is, I can create the front part first, then I do the base, right, the top connecting piece. So what I can do is just extrude. The piece here is here. I need to select all the regions required. Okay, all right. So in this case, I will choose as distance A and B as symmetrical. So the first one is 20. The bottom one is 70. Okay. Next, we can do share sketch. Extrude this piece. I can include this circular piece if I want to. If not, I can do it later. Okay. So in this case, the direction should be downwards. Okay, because from here, from this plane, I actually extrude up 20 for this front portion. Alright, so the thickness is 12. Okay, same thing, extrude again. This time around will be the last portion, the last part here, and it's 50. 50, direction change 50. Alright, so once done, I can hide the visibility of this part here. Okay, so what's next is I can actually create a cutout here. Okay, so I can make use of the plane YZ plane because it cuts through right in the middle. Okay, create sketch. I can create from here, and it says that it has to be 1266 and so on. Okay, alright, so I can press F7. So now what I can do is create a rectangle over here. Dimension, top to here has to be 12. Okay, so 12. Next one is 66. That's an important dimension to note, take note of. Okay, and lastly is that I must make use of this has to be 32. Okay, alright, so since I created my stuff based on the center of the circle, so this distance here is 32, and here is basically I can make it collinear, this to the edge. Okay, notice that edge is not projected, so what I can do is you can do two ways. Either you make this line to be coincidental with the corner, or you can project geometry. In this case, I went in, so the one, so you project geometry, and then what I do is just collinear. Okay, this to this. Okay, sometimes you need to move your cursor around to select the other line. So once done, it's all purple, good. Finish sketch, extrude, cut all the way. Okay, both sides, through all. Cut. Okay. Next step, I will be creating the circle at the top here. Okay, the diameter of this circle is 32. Circle, click here, it doesn't matter, click here, just click one side, 32. And what I can do is just finish sketch, extrude. Extrude height of this is 4, right? 4 m. Okay, so I'll do it from the bottom part. Same thing, what I can do is just create sketch. There's no need for you to create circle again. What I can do is just project geometry from the top. Okay, because they are of the same size. Extrude 4 mm. Okay, alright, so later on we will create the hole for this. Next is to create the web or the rib. So this is probably most of you have problems with this. Okay, so our YZ plane, right click, new sketch, F7 to slice the graphics. Okay, so how to do this profile? As you know, rib we just need to have one line. Okay, so I can create using arc or I can use circle. Okay, so let me try out using arc. Okay, so arc I choose the correct one. Okay, I choose center point, arc. Alright, so the first one asks you to center. So the center, you know, the first circle is here, is right along this line. Okay, so later on we will constrain it against here. Okay, second one will be the curve, that one. Okay, so I can straight away constrain, say that alright, I want it to be this point. Okay, I want to be vertical, same here, and this point must be the same. Okay, distance is, or radius here is 860. Next thing, tangent this to here. Okay, so next one is I can draw a straight line anywhere here. The distance is 18. Here to here is 18. Next one I can create a arc also, same thing. I can just center here. Start point will be here, end point doesn't matter. Okay. Dimension this will be 60. Tangent here to here, here to this curve. Okay, then next you must trim. Okay, because for read command you must ensure that it's one line. So next thing is any straight lines that you see over here, make sure you just convert into construction line just in case. Alright, if you don't have, it's okay. Alright, so finish the sketch and let's try out creating the read command. Select this profile, it's parallel. Okay, just create here. Alright, notice it appears. The distance is 12. Okay. Okay, the next part I'll be creating will be the end here. Same thing, I'm going to use the center plane, or rather the YZ plane. Right click, new sketch, F7. This time around, you need to be a bit careful on how to extrude this, or rather draw this profile. Okay, so it says that, oops, okay, so I'll create a circle here to here, and it wants to know that you must have a distance respect to the center of the circle. Okay, it says it has to be 35. Alright, so how to create the center circle if I don't have the hole? Okay, so now and I realize that okay, I probably need to have a hole. Okay, in order to create this feature, so I'll create a hole first for this one. Same thing, flat face followed by curve. Then the diameter of this one is 24. Okay, 24 through all, good. That's it. Okay, so this one, okay, because I created sketch first before this, so if I were to edit this sketch, I will not see the hole. So I need to bring this down and right click, edit, press F7. This time around I want to see the hole here. So what I need to do is I want to send from the center of the hole, I need to project geometry this particular line, this particular edge. Okay, so from here I'll draw a line. Okay, I need to make sure that it's close center with the midpoint. Okay, so this midpoint actually represents the center line of the circle. Okay, all right, so this one I convert it to construction. Now I dimension here to here, the distance is 35. Next, circle to the top face is 25. This radius 12. Okay, so I need to right click, change to radius 12, and I need to draw the two straight lines. Okay, two straight line down. This time out, do take note that you should not stop your straight line over here because it's a curved surface, so you need to extend a bit more. Make sure it is into it. Okay, draw a straight line down, then to here. Okay, it doesn't matter it's crooked, so what you do now is just use constraint to straighten up. Okay, same thing for here. Okay, really exit. So next thing is make sure it's tangent. Okay, good. And lastly, you can just give any make sure it's just inside here. For here, we're not very concerned. You can actually coincide with this. All right, also can. Okay, so what you can do is just you can project geometry here, and then coincidental or collinear this to this, and finish the sketch. Extrude this and here. Okay, make sure it's mid-plane, and the distance between here is 20. All right. Okay. Okay. Notice that the extrusion will actually connects to the circular element, the circular boss here nicely. Okay, and next we will do a cut. For here, I can just use a rectangle. I can use 2 points from here to here, or from here to here. Okay, as long as it cuts through, okay, I'll be happy. You can also project geometry the circle so that you can probably just use this line coincide with here. Okay, same thing, and you project geometry to the top for the back end, go linear, this to this, and the distance is 4 mm. Alright, notice that what I have is skewed, so you can use, let's create another line here from the center circle, make sure it's a straight line or horizontal line, convert construction, symmetry. Alright, so we can create the cutout. Extrude, and I say I'll click this, just choose this profile. Alright, cut, through all. Okay. Next, then we'll create the hole here, circular face, through all, diameter 12. Okay. Same thing, hole command. Go here, flat face, circular, edge or surface, diameter 12, through all. And last but not least, we'll be creating of the fillet. Alright, so fillet is radius 6. Okay, and there's many surfaces you need to choose. One here, the bottom here, This one needs to be radius. It needs to be radius, curve. Okay, there's also a radius here, including here. Alright. Let me check radius 4 is on this side. Okay, from top part user can see radius here. So okay, I suspect this portion here could be fully radius. Right, radius. And put okay. Double check. Okay. Alright, so notice the radius. Okay, the bottom part. Okay, radius. Same thing for here. The last part will be radius of this portion here. Fillet. This time around will be radius 4. Click on here. Click on here. Okay. I think that's more or less. I've completed. Oh, there's one more here. Radius 3. Okay, almost forgot here. Here, there's more radius here. So fillet here. Radius 3 over at here, over this portion here. Okay, radius 3. Okay. Shaded with edges, so it doesn't show up very nicely. I prefer to change it to some other colors so you can see the edges clearly. So radius 3, radius 6, and radius 4. Okay, which we've done. Alright, so that's the end of the part. Just to let you know what's the volume. Okay, the volume will be 293,487.558. Alright, so that's